Hello, children. A very good morning to you all and a warm welcome to our English class. As we are doing a revision part, yesterday we have done with meanings, right? Hope you all have by hearted each and every meaning. Today, let us do the comprehension part. Read the paragraph and answer the following questions. Here, listen carefully. This creature does not smell like a bird. I peck at it and strike with my claws. The creature makes a strange noise and holds me tight. I am bundled into a sack and taken from my home. After a while, someone opens the sack. I am dazzled by the light. I try to fly but crash into strong bars and fall in a cloud of feathers. Where is my home? Where are my parents, my brother and sister? Where is the sky? So this is the paragraph, children. From this paragraph, I have given few question and answers. First one, who is the creature the bird is talking about? So this paragraph is taken from the story Safe Again, right? So in this story, what the bird is talking about, what kind of creature the bird is talking about? Who is the creature? In this paragraph, the bird is talking about. The creature was a schoolboy. This creature, if you see, the answer is in the first line itself. This creature does not smell like a bird. I peck at it and strike with my claws. The creature makes a strange noise and holds me tight. So here, who is the creature, children? If you understand the story, in that story, the creature was a schoolboy. The schoolboy was walking towards the bird's roost, right? They heard the footsteps of the creature and they immediately went back to their roost. Next, second one, what did the bird do to the creature? So what did the bird do? If you see here, I peck at it and strike with my claws. So the answer would be the bird pecked at it and struck with its claws. Next, you can't write like I peck at it and strike with my claws. No, here you are writing like a third person, right? The bird pecked at it and struck with its claws. You are narrating something which had already happened. You are saying which had already happened. So you need to write in this way. The bird pecked at it and struck with its claws. Third question, where did the creature keep the bird? So where did the creature keep the bird? Let us read from the second line. The creature makes a strange noise and holds me tight. I am bundled into a sack and taken from my home. So where did the creature keep the bird? The creature bundled it into a sack and took home. So the creature bundled the bird into a sack. I have already shown you the picture of a sack, right? It's kind of a bag. And the creature took the bird to his home. Next, fourth one. What made the bird dazzled? What is the meaning of dazzled, children? Made to shut the eyes because of the bright light. So what made the bird dazzled? It means what made the bird close its eyes? The bright light. When the creature opened the sack, the bright light dazzled the bird and it closed its eyes. Fifth one, where is the sky? Who said these words? If you see here in the last line, where is my home? Where are my parents, my brother and sister? Where is the sky? Who is saying all these words? It's the wind hover, right? I hope you all have understood how to answer the questions from the paragraph, children. All the answers will be there in the paragraph itself. Only thing, you need to identify them. In the first assessment, we have already given you these kind of questions. Few of you got confused and did wrong. But this time, I hope everyone to get full marks from these kind of questions. Okay, let us see the next paragraph. This is another paragraph which is taken from the 4th lesson. Read the paragraph and answer the following questions. A long time ago, there lived in America a little boy named Benjamin West. Benjamin loved pictures, but he had never seen any pictures except a few small ones in a book. Except means other than the pictures which are there in the textbook. He had never seen any other kind of pictures like large pictures or else sceneries or whatever it is, except the pictures which are there in the textbook, the small ones. He had never seen any kind of other pictures. One day, Benjamin's mother had to go out. She told Benjamin to stay in the house and take care of his baby sister until she came back. He was glad to do this because he loved the baby. She was sleeping in her crib. He could hear the clock ticking. He heard the birds singing. Soon he began to feel a little lonely. Very recently we have completed this story, right? It was very interesting. The story is all about a boy, Benjamin West. This boy is interested in pictures. He loved pictures, but his parents never encouraged him. They thought that it would distract him from doing more useful things. It would distract him from his studies. That is the reason his parents never encouraged him, and so they never bought any kind of pictures. They thought that waste of money. Here, let us see the questions. Where did the boy live and what's his name? Where did the boy live, children? If you see here in the first line itself, a long time ago there lived in America a little boy named Benjamin West. So you can pick the answer for the question, for the first question from here. So where did the boy live? He lived in America. And what's his name? And his name is Benjamin West. Second one. What he had never seen except in textbooks. What he had never seen except means other than in textbooks, which are very small in the textbook. Pictures. Benjamin loved pictures, but he had never seen the pictures except which are there in the textbook, which are small in size. Third one. What did Benjamin's mother told him to do? So if you see here the question, one day Benjamin's mother had to go out. She told Benjamin to stay in the house. So here from this line you can pick out the answer. What did Benjamin's mother told him to do? She told Benjamin to stay in the house and take care of his baby sister until she came back. So that would be your answer. Benjamin's mother told him to take care of his baby sister. Next, fourth one. What was the baby doing? Here. Next, he was glad to do this because he loved the baby. Okay. She was sleeping in her crib. What is the baby doing, children? She was sleeping in her crib. Crib means the baby's bed, right? So, for the fourth question, that is the answer. The baby was sleeping in her crib. Fifth one. What did Benjamin heard? If you see here in the last lines, he could hear the clock ticking. He heard the birds singing. Soon he began to feel a little lonely. So what kind of sounds he heard? He heard the sound of clock ticking and birds singing. right? So you can pick the answer from these last two lines. So this is how you need to identify the right answers for the questions which are given in the paragraph, children. Just try to identify the word. Where did the boy lived? Boy lived. Just try to identify the keyword lived and search for the answer in that sentence. First read out the paragraph, then next time when you read the question, again don't read the whole paragraph from top to bottom. For every question, don't try to read the paragraph from top to bottom. Try to identify the keywords. Where did the boy lived? Search for the lived. Then you can find the answer over there. Boy's name. So the boy named. Search for the answer over there. Except in the textbook. So search for the textbook. Then you can read the answer. What did Benjamin's mother told? So told Benjamin. You need to identify the answers with the help of the keywords which are given in the question. Then you can easily identify them. So this time I want everyone to do these kind of questions perfectly correct. It is a very easy concept if you understand, children. Just try to understand how to identify the answers from the paragraph. You need to do these in your English HW. You need not write the paragraph. You can write only the question and answers. Just read the paragraph and then write the question and answers in your English HW. Keep the heading, keep today's day, write today's date, keep heading as revision and heading as comprehension. These are comprehensions, right? So keep the heading as comprehension and start writing. Put Roman number 1 and write this first comprehension by keeping Roman number 1. Read the paragraph and then write the question and answers. After writing this, put Roman number 2 and read this paragraph and write the question and answers. Roman number 1, Roman number 2. Hope you all have understood, children. Have a nice day.